I mean, why are you here? There must be a reason for you to be here.
Yes, I'm here to fight for truth and justice in the American way.
What exactly makes a superhero a perfect superhero? Some comic book fans prefer the rampaging, angry superhero who smashes evil, while others like their heroes to be dark and grim and scare the bad guys.
What are you? I'm Batman.
Others love the patriotic example of determination and willpower. And some, like myself, like all of the above.
I could do this all day. I could do this all day. I can do this all day.
Yeah, I know. Again.
These are the kind of personality traits found in even non-superpowered heroes that inspire us to keep going when we face our own super battles in life that push us to our limits of human endurance. After all,
but it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
Unfortunately, some of the best characteristics of our favorite comic book heroes have started to fall by the wayside.
Fights a never-ending battle for truth, justice, and the American way.
As a man on a lifelong personal quest to create the perfect superhero, the question of what makes the perfect superhero is one I've pondered for years. God willing, you'll be seeing the Liberty Ace graphic novel on sale at Amazon in the near future, which is something I've been working on for quite a while. So let's break down the word superhero. Super is really an adjective describing hero. But what makes a hero? A hero is defined as a real person or fictional character who, in the face of danger, combats adversity through feats of ingenuity, courage, or strength. So how do we define super? Webster's defines super as over and above, higher in quantity, quality, or degree than extra, exceeding the norm, extreme. A hero is also defined as having characteristics of bravery, moral integrity, courage, conviction, honesty, willingness to protect others, and self-sacrificing. So by definition, a superhero must take the characteristics of a true hero and multiply them to the extreme. So when you look at it that way, by the strictest of terms, a lot of superheroes we have today may not even fit the definition of a hero, much less a superhero. I think one of the most spot-on portrayals of a superhero ever was Christopher Reeve as Superman. He got Superman even better than the comics. He was Superman on steroids. He was patriotic, full of hope and decency. His Superman personified the values of America's heartland, in contrast with the comic books of late, I hate to say.
Sorry I've been away so long. I won't let you down again.
So far, the Superman and Lois show on the CW has been a decent portrayal of the Man of Steel, despite being on the same network as Batwoman and Supergirl. Not to get sidetracked, but things have gotten so political of late that it just seems as though some folks have decided that Superman is too intertwined with America, that he must be destroyed, or at least altered until he's no longer recognizable. And that's a shame. Well, I'm not going to get into politics, but let's just say I like to keep things positive and give people the benefit of the doubt.
People are no damn good.
Said the supervillain. Now to our next point. I think superheroes are much more interesting when there's a focus on the character's humanity.
My back!
I never like comparing superheroes to gods, even with Thor. I mean, MCU did the right thing by treating him more like an alien. There's only one God.
These guys come from legend. They're basically gods.
There's only one God, man. And I'm pretty sure he doesn't dress like that.
We have to be able to identify with superheroes to make them work. I mean, some folks will claim that this is why Superman is a boring character. I don't agree with that. Because when he's done right, Superman is more human than most of the other superheroes out there. Despite the fact that he's supposed to be an alien, he's just a farm boy from Kansas who just happens to have great powers. The reason Spider-Man has done so well over the years is that they tend to focus on how powers affect a normal person with everyday problems. You know the saying, with great power comes great responsibility. The fun in superheroes has been able to imagine that we are the ones that are swinging around, flying, or saving the day, and And look, that doesn't mean you got to change Superman to be a short yet very muscular, handsome man in his 50s with a slightly thinning hairline to make me happy. I mean, let them be who they are. And I say this because, as you may not be aware, there's a movement to change characters to reflect identity politics these days that breaks the bond of imagination between the comic book reader and their favorite characters. When you create a story, any kind of story, you have to be aware of your audience, and you've got to put the fun of the character and the situations above your own political desires. Otherwise, what is the point? If you want to push an agenda, as a free citizen, you have the right. But remember that people that love comics and they love stories of heroes, they have the right to read or not read, and most folks just don't like reading radical political propaganda. They want something that stirs their imagination and takes them away from their humdrum world of politics and problems of the day. Comics and stories of heroes should be for everyone. Historically, we weren't usually beaten over the head with the character's political leanings. You might be able to imagine a superhero was in your political party, but so could the other guy. Heroes were more politically centrist, focusing primarily on fighting evil that everyone would agree was truly evil. I can't remember one time when I was a kid reading when Superman said he was a Republican or a Democrat. He did meet with Ronald Reagan in the White House in one issue, but that was on superhero business, not because he was planning on speaking at the Republican convention or something. And you got to respect everyone's opinions without turning your stories into political ads, or it just gets boring. Now I guess I'm getting boring just talking about it. Well, I think we should remember a very old quote that goes something like this. I may not agree with what you say, but I will fight to the death for your right to say it. Think about that, cancel culture. But also consider, just because I believe you have a right to say something doesn't mean I'm obligated to pay you to say it by buying your books. There's a lot of books to choose from every month, and like most folks, I don't have but so much money. And guess what? I'm only going to buy books that make me happy to read. I mean, why in the world would I pay money that I don't have just to be miserable? But how do you make the perfect superhero? In short, make them fun. Make them someone we aspire to be and not what we necessarily are. Even though they do share enough in common, hopefully, with us to make them relatable. Let them always come out victorious in the end, so we don't lose hope in our own battles in life. And don't, whatever you do, make them too real. Make them idealized. Because as much as I like me, I don't think I want to pay money to read about my adventures on a daily basis. Please subscribe and help me reach 500 subscribers in the next couple of months or sooner. On the TV Crazy Man channel, we love classic pop culture, which includes comic books, movies, and television with a mix of funny cartoons and trivia and other pop culture type information. Please leave a comment and hit the bell for future notifications. When you spend hours making a video, there is nothing more encouraging than reading comments from people that have enjoyed your video. Trust me. But comment even if you didn't like the video. I always want to learn more so I can make better videos in the future, and sometimes that means hearing a little bit of negative comments as well. So thanks for watching and have a great day.
You showed plenty of courage getting that monster story, Lois.
Thanks, but where were you?
Me? Oh, I must have fainted.